Okay, let's face it. Have you ever taken the time to consider why certain relationships seem so unforgettable? Others simply fade, but if you think it's about the physical, think again. It's about realizing and comprehending the underlying needs, the wants that are not spoken, the unspoken realities. We're going to explore 5 intimate positions today. And listen up, this isn't just about sex, it's about connection. A connection that's so uncommon that it will make your partner crave you in life as well as in the bedroom. Stay tuned, because this video may completely alter your understanding of intimacy. Rule number 1. Here's the first step to rewire your brain. Nobody informs you that the most personal posture isn't physical, it's Stoic thinking. Call this the synchronization of souls. Before we even discuss tactics, you must be in tune. Consider whether you actually pay attention to your companion or whether you're just waiting for your moment to speak. Real intimacy begins outside the bedroom, which is really a reflection of what occurs before and after physical action. Your partner has to sense that you are focused on them and that you are holding space by being present, not zoning out and not fidgeting with your phone. Talk less, pay more attention, and develop your ability to understand micro-expressions. The pauses you're neglecting emotional foreplay, which I did mention. Forget about flowers and chocolates. The magic is in the things that are left unsaid. The position you need to master is that intimacy isn't built in the heat of passion, but rather in the quiet moments that seem insignificant. But allow me to share a personal story. The words you say to her over coffee at 7 a.m., or the way you make her laugh at 3 p.m. when she's stressed. Growing up, I was that shy guy who was constantly overanalyzing and worried about making a mistake. However, as I accepted that everything changed, I understood that it wasn't about being flawless, but rather about being genuine, awkward, or just real. You're lovely, which is nice, but you also inspire me because you're the most resilient person I know. Position 3, the alignment game. Now let's get to the good stuff. Pro tip: compliments that go deeper than the surface hit differently. Have you heard of the alignment technique? Here's how it operates. It's similar to becoming a missionary, but more advanced. The key is rhythm, which isn't about speed, but rather about flow. You're not a machine man, you're creating a dance. The most bizarre part is that this works for the mind as well. Alignment means matching her energy and mood. She keeps her legs together, and you keep yours apart. This creates pressure, physical contact. If she's upset, you soothe her. If she's playful, you reciprocate. Consider it an emotional rule number 4. The tango Stoic secret of genuine alignment is letting go of ego. It's about us, not about you. You are only as good as the connections you make. The forbidden position. No one talks about slowing down. This is the most underappreciated move in life. Slow down in bed conversations instead of racing to the finish line. Focus on the journey rather than the end of life. Enjoy the quiet evenings. The power of silence. Most guys make mistakes here by talking too much. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is shut up. Stoics knew that this silence is power. You don't need to prove anything. Confidence is felt, not spoken, during intimacy, physical or emotional. Let the silence hang, hold her gaze. Intimacy is your opportunity to take a break and truly connect with someone, unlike most people who live their lives like they're running a treadmill at high speed and going nowhere. Bonus information. Let me tell you something. Vulnerability is not weakness. Vulnerability is gorgeous. Men are taught by society to keep their feelings to themselves. Yet you know what women want? Genuineness. Talk about your problems, dreams, and anxieties. That is what fosters trust, and intimacy is built on trust. I once believed that I needed to be this unwavering, untouchable man, But in reality, the times I relaxed were the times I forged the closest bonds. The ultimate trick is to become her sanctuary. If you want to master intimacy, become her. Sanctuary life is difficult enough. She doesn't require any more stressors or critics. Be the person who gives her a sense of security, visibility, and good understanding. She should feel her shoulders loosen up as soon as you enter the room, not because you're flawless, but rather because you're a present bonus. Large concept, the uncommon skill of fun. Oh, and remember that this playfulness is underestimated. Bring some lightness into her life by making her laugh at her life's burdens. The goal is not only to make her laugh, but also to help her forget the day's major concept number 2. The best things take time, according to the Stoic attitude of patience. Stoics recognized this love connection. Have faith that these fires burn slowly rather than quickly. Sparks are dependable and consistently present, which is what makes a bond unbreakable. Bonus number 1 is the power of delayed gratification, the hidden Stoic turn-on. Now, here's a secret that will dramatically change your perspective. Don't hurry into anything, since holding back is the most appealing thing you can do. Delaying gratification is the ultimate intimacy tactic. It's not simply a Stoic life philosophy. By holding off, you create tension and anticipation for the slow burn, which will make the final release incredibly intense. Consider this. By concentrating on control and not rushing, you may change the dynamic of power and take charge of the pace. That degree of intentionality is captivating. Here is the practical action: mild teasing. Consider every touch as a suggestion and every movement as a whisper. By slowing down so much that it seems like time has stopped. Whether it's through kisses that barely touch her skin or simply stopping to look into each other's eyes for a bit, you're allowing desire to develop and allowing her to embrace the moment rather than run after it. This works because it draws attention to a little-known fact. The majority of people mistake closeness with intensity, yet intimacy is about depth rather than speed. True connection arises from a purposeful dance rather than a race to the finish line. And here's the kicker. If you can restrain yourself when she's craving more, you're demonstrating to her that you're different from other men, disciplined and capable of waiting for the right moment in life as well as in the bedroom. Bonus number 2. The invisible touch is the art of making her feel touched without actually touching her. It sounds impossible, but it's about taking your connection to the psychological level. Here's how it works. You lean into her mind before anything physical even occurs. It begins with words, but not just any words. They must be vividly specific and elicit an emotion. It's not just that you look nice, that's weak. Try something like this instead. When you walked into the room earlier, it was like the whole world blurred out for a second. I don't know if it's the way the light caught your hair or just the energy you carry, but damn it, made me forget everything else. Now pause, let that sink in. What you've just done is create an emotional imprint. It's like leaving a fingerprint on her soul. She'll feel seen, understood and desired, but in a way that's deeper than physical attraction. And then add physical mirroring into the mix. This is where the magic happens. If she leans in, you lean in slightly, but not all the way. Let her feel like she's chasing you, even by just an inch. Subtle movements like grazing her wrist with your fingers for just a second too short to be satisfying, will send her brain into overdrive. Here's the science behind it. Her mind will fill in the gaps. It's called sensory projection, when you give just enough stimulation for her to imagine more, and trust me, the imagination is far more powerful than reality. The result, you're no longer just a man standing in front of her. You're an experience she can't quite figure out, and that's addicting. All right, my warriors of connection. These aren't just tips. They're tools to shift the way you approach intimacy. They're not just about the bedroom. They're about showing up as someone unforgettable, someone who knows himself and carries that energy into every moment. Now I've got a question for you. Which of these secrets are you going to try? First, let me know in the comments. I want to hear all about it. And hey, if this hit different for you today, smash that subscribe button and join the tribe. Because here's the deal. Every week, I'm going to drop wisdom like this that you won't find anywhere else. Knowledge that's raw, untamed, and built for those who dare to live life differently. This isn't just about intimacy. It's about being the man who knows how to stand out in a world full of ordinary. The man who can balance strength with vulnerability, control with chaos, and love with passion. I'll see you in the next video. Stay strong, stay hidden, and above all, stay unforgettable. Peace.